little over halfway through 2022, and safe to say we've gotten some pretty damn awesome movies. So today I'm sharing with you my top 10 favorite movies of the year so far. What is up, Film Geeks? My name is Trevor, and welcome to my channel. What is your favorite movie of the year? Let me know that down below in the comment section. Hit the like button and subscribe button. This is just my personal favorites, and I have not seen every movie this year. I've missed out on two bigger movies this year, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent and Everything Everywhere All at Once. They're both on my watch list. I will check those out before the end of the year. With that said, let's hop into things right at number 10. And at number 10 is going to be Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, I don't absolutely love this movie as much as I wanted to, but I had a pretty good time while watching it. I like the horror elements. I like seeing all the cameos that we got. I love seeing Scarlet Witch as this menacing villain who has proper motivation, and it's really cool to see Doctor Strange back on a big screen and have a relationship with Rachel McAdams. This movie wasn't everything and more I wanted it to be, but I still had a pretty dang fun time with it. And at number 9 is going to be Cha-Cha Real Smooth. This came out over on Apple TV Plus, and while watching it, I couldn't help myself from smiling, laughing, and just overall turning my brain off and just enjoying this feel-good movie. It's a good coming-of-age story, and Cooper Raiff is a star, and I cannot wait to see what this dude does next. Cha-Cha Real Smooth. It's over on Apple TV Plus. I highly recommend it. At number 8 is going to be Netflix's Spiderhead. For whatever reason, I can't get this damn movie out of my head. Chris Hemsworth plays this misogynistic guy so well, and Miles Teller is having a year for himself. He's great in this as well, but a lot of people's complaint is like it's really dialogue heavy and feels slow. I didn't feel that. I felt invested in the dialogue. I felt invested in the story, and it has a little twist towards the end. I really enjoyed it, and after I got done watching this, I said it's about a 3 out of 5. It's got up to about a 4 to a 4.5. I want to go back and rewatch it. I watched this over a month ago, and I have not been able to get it out of my head. It's insane. And at number 7 is going to be The Northman. The Northman is crazy, dude. That's all I can say about this movie. Like, if you like the show Vikings or you like these like Viking type of stories, this is the movie for you. It goes into spiritual route just a little bit, but the action scenes in this movie are absolutely fantastic. This is the first Robert Eggers movie that I saw. I need to go watch his 2 other movies, but it's brutal, it's dark, and the scope is huge. And if you're not on board with the Viking mythology and Robert Eggers' way of telling a story, you're not going to really enjoy this movie. I thought the action was badass. I thought the story was good. Took me a couple times to watch it. It does get dark and brutal several times, and the spiritual aspects in this, when it goes like the deep Viking mythology, it can take you out of the movie a little bit. I thought the cast was great. I thought the action was great. I thought the ending was great. I thought it had a good score, and I really like what Robert Eggers did with this one. The Northman, honestly, I highly recommend it. And at number 6 is going to be The Lost City, starring Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock, a good action-adventure romantic comedy. Now, romantic comedy is one of my favorite genres of all time, and going into this one, I was pretty excited, but I didn't know I was going to enjoy it as much as I did. I really didn't think it was going to make my top 10 list at this high. I've seen this movie 3 different times now. It's one of kind of those feel-good movies I just toss on, have a great time with. Brad Pitt has a pretty long cameo. Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter himself, is like the villain in this movie. I just see him as Harry Potter. I'm like, you're not a villain, dude. But it's a good, fun movie. Channing Tatum is hilarious. Sandra Bullock is hilarious. Their chemistry together makes them hilarious. And Brad Pitt, the 15 minutes he's in this movie, I laugh my ass off, and they do something very funny with his character. And it's very unexpected. I really like The Lost City. It's one I just like to toss on, have a good time with. Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum, sign me up every day. Breaking us into the top 5 is going to be Scott Derrickson's The Black Phone. Just recently crossed over $100 million, which is really awesome for this horror film. There's no sugarcoating it. This is the best horror movie of the year. Scott Derrickson is one of the masters of horror. Ethan Hawke turns in another great performance. You never see his full face, and he's still terrifying and mesmerizing. The character of Finney is absolutely great, but the character of Gwenny, played by Madeline McGraw, easily steals the show. She's constantly figuring everything out and making you laugh your ass off throughout. I had a great fun time while watching this movie. It's one of those movies I want to go watch again in the theater before it goes out. I love The Black Phone. I had so much fun with this one. It's one of the best horror movies I've seen, but it's a really good movie at just making you feel tense and scared and just have a good time watching a horror movie. That's exactly what The Black Phone is. At number 4 is going to be Adam Sandler's Hustle. This was my most anticipated Netflix movie of the entire year. I'm an Adam Sandler fan. I'm a basketball fan, so going into this one, my expectations through the roof, and it is a very conventional story that you can see where it's going a mile away, but all the NBA cameos, the way they told the story, and how it made me feel, made me fall in love with this movie, and it will easily remain on this list throughout the rest of the year. At number 3 is going to be Elvis. Elvis is everything and more I could have wanted in a musical biopic. Baz Luhrmann created this epic story of the man, the myth, legend that is Elvis Presley. It's a little bit weirder towards the first 30 minutes, telling a story a lot differently than I expected. Once Austin Butler becomes the forefront of this movie, you are locked in from head to toe. He should win the Oscar. I don't think anyone's going to top his performance. He literally is Elvis Presley. At number 2 is going to be the Batman. It is telling a story of the world's greatest detective that is the Batman, and he is the forefront of this movie. It's not much Bruce Wayne in this movie, it's the Batman. I've gushed about this movie enough. It's one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. It's one of my favorite Batman movies of all time. Matt Reeves created a superhero masterpiece. Robert Pattinson is the Batman, the Pattinson, and there's only one thing left to say. I'm vengeance. But at number 1 is going to be Top Gun Maverick. I've seen this movie 3 times, and I cannot wait to watch this one again in theaters, and cannot wait to watch this one again when I buy it on Blu-ray. It's everything and more you can want in a summer movie. It has that summer vibe. It'll get you jacked up. It makes me feel like I can drive fast, fly a plane, buy a motorcycle, look like Tom Cruise, dance like Miles Teller. I can gush about this movie on. It's literally a top 7 favorite movie of all time for me, with my favorite sequel of all time. I can't get enough of it. The soundtrack is great. The score is epic. The overall story is so goddamn badass, and Tom Cruise is the man, and Miles Teller as Rooster is so damn dope. Talk to me, Goose. I mean, just gives you chills. I love the original Top Gun. I love Top Gun Maverick that much more. It is my favorite movie of the year so far, and I promise you, nothing's going to top it. Let me know your top 10 list down below in the comments section. Lots more videos coming this week. I'm excited for all of it. Hit the like button, subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.